Hey guys, Trudy here, coming in to do a quick update video. I am 2 weeks shy of my 18-month surgiversary, post-RNY. Let's just put my coffee down there for a sec. Sorry, the colors might get a little wonky here every once in a while. I'll start with the numbers. When I first started, I was 359 pounds. Day of surgery, I was 341. Then I had my RNY on May 30th of 2011. My last weigh-in, I don't remember what I was, 193 maybe, 192, and this week I'm 192. So the scale hasn't come down in a while, but I'm okay with that. Honestly, I don't even know why I keep checking the scale. Guys, the noise, please. Kids just got Halo 4 today, so they're playing Halo. First of all, I want to say hi to all my new subscribers. I've gotten a ton of new subscribers this week, and thank you. Thank you for coming in and checking my videos out. Thank you for your comments on my videos and the private messages. I have gotten such an outpouring of support from that Mental Fear Came True video that, you know, it's so nice to know I'm not alone in this. You know, it is a head trip, guys. This whole weight loss journey, it's not just about your weight, it's about your brain and about your attitude toward food and your attitude toward yourself. And sometimes, some days are harder than others. And, you know, it just takes some time for our brains to catch up. So it's so great to know that I'm not alone. Thanks to Philly Tomcat for making that response video. Again, the outpouring of support in this community is why I keep coming here. It's wonderful, and I'm so grateful for everyone. And so yeah, I just thought I'd come in and say that. I don't get a chance to be on the computer as much as I would like to comment back and all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to let y'all know, thank you so much for the outpouring of support. Sorry, the kids. Today was parent-teacher interviews, and they had pretty good report cards, so we decided to treat them. We don't usually in the month or so before Christmas, but, you know, I'm drinking an eggnog latte.
I have to get a new one.
Hubby stopped at Starbucks on his way home and picked up some treats. So he picked it up a while ago. I just nuked it. I don't think I'm going to get through the whole thing. I went to the doctor today. I'm still having abdominal pain. I think it's either gallbladder issues or an ulcer in my blind stomach. So they started off today doing an x-ray of my abdomen, more just to look for gallstones, because they figure, you know, the gallstones will probably show up on the x-ray. And then they're booking me an ultrasound for an abdominal ultrasound. Because when I went in before in August, for anyone who's been following me, I was having some issues back starting in March. And in August they decided to do an exploratory laparoscopy. And because they were looking for an internal hernia. What they ended up finding were adhesions and a partial blockage. So all the attention then was focused on the intestines. But I'm still having pain, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. So I'm starting to think that it may be gallbladder related, or, like I said, an ulcer in that blind stomach. So we'll see. I just want answers. I just want it fixed. It's affecting my daily life, and it's really starting to drive me crazy. For those of you who don't know this, back in March I started having pain in the left lower side of my abdomen. And I just kept putting it off, and, you know, I'd get the pains, and it was bad pain, and there was no reason. There was no, like, eating didn't cause it, twisting a certain way, walking, right, like, there was just no rhyme or reason. I would just get these awful pains that would last about 20 minutes to a half an hour. You know, a couple of times a week, and then it started to get more frequent, and always in the same spot. So in August, I went down to meet with the bariatric surgeon to discuss what to do, whether we should book a laparoscopy or whether we should book some more tests. And I had my kids with me, and he basically said, you know what, get someone to come get your kids, and we'll do the laparoscopy today. Okay, so he did the laparoscopy. Say that word 5 times fast. Holy crap. Anyway, so he did that, and I thought he'd fixed me up because there would be periods of time where I'd go 4 or 5 days without pain. But now it's every day. And I can't walk the dog for fear that I'm going to have issues while I'm out there. I'm going to have pain while I'm out there. And it's literal, like, it doubles me over. It stops me in my tracks, this pain. It's terrible. And there's only so long you can push through it. And
Down here.
I just need it fixed. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the problem is. You know, I'm sort of hoping it's gallstones because that will explain it. And, you know, so I'm hoping that they find gallstones because then at least I'll have an answer. And, you know, it's been very frustrating. I mean, I like to walk the dog. I went on a 5-kilometer walk, almost 5-kilometer walk with her the other night, which would be, I guess, about 2 miles, just a little over 2 miles. But, like I said, if I'm having those pains, I can't, like tonight, I've been having them all day. And I mean, they're not that bad today. I see that it seems to have, you know, some days are good and some days are bad and some days are terrible. Today's just a bad day. It's not a terrible day. So, hopefully they can fix me up. We'll see. After I have the ultrasound, I'll have a date for that next week sometime after they can do the ultrasound. Then they're going to book me in to see a gastroenterologist. Because the bariatric surgeons have done nothing. I'll be honest. I have had no luck with the bariatric surgeons. They asked me today, when you went for your follow-up, what did the bariatric surgeon said? And when I tried to book my follow-up appointment with the guy who did my laparoscopy, the response from his receptionist when I said I needed to make an appointment for follow-up, her response was, yeah, good luck with that. Really? Welcome to healthcare in Ontario. I don't have much bad to say about healthcare in Ontario, but, well, maybe I do. But you know what? We really don't have it all that bad, you know? I just wish they could sort me out. I see my Tim Hortons cup. And I just about spilled it all over myself right there. Anyway, did I? No, I didn't. So that's me, guys. Thank you again so much for coming in. I think the next video I'm going to do, there's a tag video going around about the 10 things that you would, like 10 pieces of advice you would give to a pre-op weight loss surgery patient. So I need to sit down and figure those out because I have a few. It's like tips, tricks, hints, advice, you know, things like that. But, you know, all the things that I wish I'd been told about before my surgery. Oh, and I have to tell you, when I was at the doctor's today, the nurse, it was a nurse practitioner, was in there, and she was doing my assessment, and then they would come in after too, because she was in training. So she was doing this assessment, and she asked me about my medical history. So I said, yeah, I had, you know, RNY gastric bypass surgery in May of 2011. And she looked at me and she goes, why did you need that? You don't need that. And I was like, well, now I don't, but I did. Can you stop singing, please?
Yeah.
They're making me crazy. But her, you know, her reaction, like, why did you do that? You don't need that. Someone so young, why did you do that? I said, because I weighed almost 400 pounds. I was pre-diabetic with high blood pressure and sleep apnea. I couldn't walk up a flight of stairs without taking a break. That's why I needed it. Oh, sorry, you look so great now. You look so, you look great. I said, well, more importantly, I feel great. It's not about what I look like right now. It's about what I feel like. And I feel fantastic. Other than this pain. It's so great to be able to walk up a flight of stairs and not get winded. To walk wherever I want to walk. My kids are in a Santa Claus parade next Sunday, and it's going to be fantastic to be able to walk the length of that parade with them and not have to worry about not making it. Unless I have these pains in my stomach. So, we'll see. Anyway, that's me, guys. I'm coming up on 10 minutes here. Lots of love to all. I'm going to get on the computer one of these days and subscribe to everyone who's subscribed to me. I promise. Just bear with me. I need time to sit and catch up on videos because I just haven't had that time. And tomorrow I won't have that time. I'm going to see Breaking Dawn in the morning. I've got to take my son to a birthday party at noon. I'm meeting a girlfriend for coffee. I've got support group meeting. I have to make a birthday cake for my husband. I have to tie my children to something, apparently. Just joking. And then Sunday we have, like, curling. Both the kids go to curling at different times of the day. And then we're going to go out for dinner for my husband's birthday. It's just a busy weekend. So, But I promise I'll get on soon. Anyways, lots of love, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.